So a mild flood event about 2 days ago, exactly 2 days ago, was here in Camp Cruso in Cruso, North Carolina, in this holler up in the mountains of western North Carolina in the Appalachians. So this is Pearl. Pearl is a new addition. She's a big, fat Kunekune, and you're going to get to see a Kunekune swift water rescue right here, right now. So these 4 pigs we've had since they were little babies. This one we've just recently got, and she has just been introduced to these this day. So the water hasn't receded all the way down yet, so this is pretty swift and fast. Back here is a bridge that they can cross. Instead, they cross over this when it's lower. But you'll notice she's chasing them off. So immediately, you see Oreo says, nope, I'm ditching it. That's about a 2-foot drop. Worst place she could cross, and she decides to do it anyway because that's about 5 feet deep. So she crosses anyway, and you'll see Ginger get worried here in just a second when she looks. So she's going to look over here at Ginger, and Ginger goes, oop, I ain't staying here for this. But Ginger's a little smarter, and she's going to cross across rocks instead of right on the edge of this little fall. So Ginger falls. Now, here's what we've got here. Priscilla sees Oreo and says, I'm going to go over there and see Oreo. Oreo's waiting for her to cross the bridge. But Pumbaa doesn't notice Oreo. And these are sisters. And Pumbaa meets her, but Oreo is kind of like a boss pig of these 4 smaller ones. And boop, right in the dang water. Falls right in the water. And we didn't see any of this. Thankfully, we have this little Rio Link camera, and we could go back and look. But Oreo stopped for a minute, if you notice that. I don't know if you saw that. I'm going to hit done so I can show you this real quick again. So here's Oreo stopping for a minute. Watch this. She'll stop, and she'll look. Because all I can imagine is Pumbaa screaming, right? Squealing like a pig. And then this is real swift right here. Super swift. So here comes Oreo. Well, I guess I lost my sister. But here she is, floundering out here in the water, and they can swim decent, but not when it's swift like this. So you can see her head pop up here. Well, Tasha happened to be looking out the kitchen window about now and goes flying off the porch, takes off her shoes, and runs into this cold water. We're below freezing temps. Winds, you see the little umbrella, the wind's going like crazy. And she gets Pumbaa out. And most people would think, oh, that pig's going to need therapy. No, I'm going to fast forward just a little bit. I want you to look. And look where Pumbaa is with all the other pigs. They're waiting on somebody to give them some snacks because Tasha just crossed the electric fence and is back on the porch. And they're like, oh, okay, feed us. They're used to the water. It doesn't bother them. Even when it's cold and icy along the edges, it doesn't bother them. But she would have never been able to get out of this mess over here because it's swirling. It's got a creek running in from here, creek running in from here. All this was created from Hurricane Helene. This was all pasture. And then way over here, if you see this line of shiny, that is the actual river. But what happens is up here, it is blown through and cut this thing out. So we've built these little bridges. It's right on the porch. It's gorgeous 99.9% of the time until it's not.